Maybe
The food is a part of the thing, the doctor?
No.
Of course not, but okay, finally.
You want to take it over?
Yeah.
Okay.
This building is so modern, like so fancy. Our building is a lot older. Everything's like
It's new renovated.
renovated, yeah.
Tim，谢啦，谢谢你帮我洗碗。Okay, great. Great. So first of all, sorry, it's a mess. I forgot to bring my pen.
Okay, take your time.
Okay, so triad is a method used in qualitative research. So I'm the activist, not activist, but accelerator,
Oh, okay, moderator.
moderator, but it's called like accelerator.
Accelerator, okay.
And you are the participator. And each of you, you use your own experience and own belief to talk about your opinion,
Okay.
and feel free to share everything. And so every kind of opinion counts. So there are certain types of rule. First, there is no wrong answer. The only rule is to tell the truth, tell what you think, not to lie. And your opinion represent like a lot of different people. Like, so what you think could be could be the way that other people think. So feel confident about it. And third is to be respectful to everyone's comments,
Yeah.
but not like laugh at them or making fun of them. And fourth is if you happen to have something that you want to discuss, just discuss loud so that everyone can hear. And also, you don't have to care about my point of view, because my point of view is just like every one of you. So I'm not an expert. I'm just an accelerator. And if you are curious about anything, you don't have to worry about it. You just say, I don't know, or you can ask. And also, in order to finish the project in time, so may you forgive me if I disrupt your speech. Okay, so
Okay.
those are the rules.
Yep.
And today our topic is whole food. So may I ask you first?
Excuse me, Tim is part of the conversation or
No,
Okay,
he's not.
okay, yeah, so yeah.
Okay, so first I want to know your buying habits. So for how many times? How frequent? What's the frequency you go to a supermarket?
But starting where? Should we start here or there?
Starting with
Oh, for me? I think I'm on the less frequent buyer side. I go maybe like once a month.
once a month.
Yeah.
But do you
buy
cook?
groceries and twice a month.
Oh, I see. And how, like, do you cook by yourself?
Sometimes, so maybe if I do go once, I cook maybe twice.
So do you usually buy a lot at one time?
Yeah.
And how about whole food?
I don't go to Whole Foods too frequently because of several reasons. I don't know if we can discuss it now or
Yeah,
no,
you can say.
discuss it. Whole Foods one is far. Two, since I only go once a month or twice a month, that means I'm gonna buy a lot. It means I'm gonna carry all this back from like
So it's the distant issue.
distance issue, and also so that's one factor, distance issue. And since I buy like bulk, I guess, then it will be a problem. Two, it's on more on the expensive side.
Mm.
Three, it's more. I don't know. It just feels like it's a lot more elitist for a college student. If you go to Whole Foods, it's like the family type of organic food. You know, like college students who don't care too much about quality, we care about cost.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
So how about you? What do you think?
So
What's your buying habits?
I usually go to grocery store probably 3 times a week or maybe as much as I can, but I only buy things I need now. So for instance, if I go to a supermarket, I grab tomatoes, and if I run out bread, then I go to get bread
Ah.
the other day. So I stop by, to get fresh stuff instead of going to a supermarket once a week.
Mm.
And also, I don't have to carry heavy stuff because
Ah.
I get only a small portion. And also in terms of Whole Foods, I like Whole Foods because the quality of food is good, and also this place is so organized, and then I can, find what I'm looking for easily. I don't have to stay in the line. Usually cashier is very good. But I cannot go to Whole Foods as often as I can because it's convenience. Whole Foods is far away from my place, and also if I go to Whole Foods, I will end up spending a lot of money because it's expensive.
Mm.
But I sometimes go there because I enjoy shopping Whole Foods.
Mm. So sounds like in terms of frequency, you guys are opposite.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how about you, Jesse?
Yeah. For the habits, I'm more like Daisuke. If I need something, I'll buy it because I like to eat fresh food.
Mm.
So maybe 2 or 3 times a week. So, and for the whole food, maybe like 1 or 2 times a month. Cause if I pass by Whole Food, I'll go inside to check it out. Cause I like to buy like vegetables and fruit there. Cause it's more fresh than the supermarket near us. So if I pass there, I'll go inside to check it out and buy some fruits.
Oh, cool. And also feel free to, if you have different opinion, you can like raise your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about so what kind of food do you buy in Whole Food? Sorry, before that, I wanna ask. So do you also like cook very often because you don't have a kitchen, right? So when you buy something in the supermarket, it's like more a prepared food, like.
Yes, prepared food, and then also I buy the bread. Bread is pretty good, pastry. Sometimes some sweets, cookies, stuff like that.
Okay, so how about you guys? Like, what do you usually buy in Whole Food?
When I go to Whole Foods, I probably go for the meat, vegetables, fruits, anything that could not be fresh at somewhere else, or like I think it's gonna be a better quality or more fresh in Whole Foods. I buy it there since I'm already at Whole Foods. So things like rice, pasta, tomato sauce, like the processed stuff, I buy anywhere else. So when I go to Whole Foods, it's more like the organic,
Like either meat
meat,
or
vegetables, or
vegetables.
fruits.
Or
milk.
seafood.
Yeah, seafood. Yeah, milk, eggs.
Mm. So, is it okay even though the price could be really
Yeah.
high? But
So that's the thing. That's if I go,
Mm.
I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
So that means I'm gonna spend like a lot more money.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't go as frequently because I don't have this much money on a regular basis.
Yeah. How about personal things like personal products? They sells like
Oh,
Slippers
shoes,
or-
slippers, stuff like that.
yeah, or fragment.
No, usually I don't buy like it's either food or like I just use it for groceries basically.
How about what do you think?
Yeah, I usually buy fruits, vegetables, and like seafood there because I'm more like pursuing the better quality of the foods
Yeah.
there. Yeah, and I don't buy like personal product there because you can find these things in the cheaper supermarket like Target or like other store. And I think like for example like shampoo, body wash, for me it's no need to buy it there. Yeah.
And you also, right?
Yeah, I don't really buy those stuff at Whole Foods. But I did get like a soap bar because I thought it's kind of nice. It smells different. And that's why I got soap bar at Whole Foods. But other than that, I have never bought anything about those slippers. Yeah.
So, what do you think the wait. Oh, okay. What do you think is the good thing and the bad thing about Whole Foods?
Good thing about Whole Foods is that it's organic. They have a lot of organic options. They also have a lot of vegan and vegetarian options. Not that I'm vegan, but also I know friends who are, and Whole Foods always have that. Always takes like that section of the market or these customers, put them in mind to offer them the products that they would want. Quality is always fresh, so they choose like quality over quantity any day. Organized. They're also like as a brand. I think they're considered like more on the environmental side. I want to say. So they're like
We can continue. Sorry.
yeah. So they're like not. Like the difference between McDonald's and Chipotle thing. Chipotle always advertise themselves as like, we grow this in farms, local farms, it's organic, it's blah blah blah. Whole Foods, I think it's also like that. Whole Foods like they advocate for sustainable habits.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
The good thing is about like first of all it's organic and also it's like it's very comfortable if you are shopping there. You're feeling like everything is organized and you can easily to find everything you want there. Yeah. And
So it seems that to you and Daisuke, the feeling of the environment is very important, right?
Yeah.
Because you feel very comfortable shopping.
I think it's the lighting. It's more warm than the supermarket using because they're using
The more warm is the color of the
like
lights.
like more yellow. The light is warmer. The temperature is more warmer to me, and you feel like comfortable when you're shopping.
And how about you?
I think good thing about Whole Food is more like customers, a clientele. If I go to regular local like grocery store, in a bad neighborhood, but then customers are not so nice, kinda, they try to compete, buying stuff, but at Whole Foods I can see many people kinda, maybe, their economical status is a little higher because they have more money, so they tend to be more relaxed. They don't have a lot of stress in their life, so tend to be more nice customers, and also the quality. I think they have a better quality. But I think the bad thing about Whole Foods is they don't really carry other brand. They have their Whole Foods brand or like organic stuff, but if I go to other places, I have like, different brands, for each product, so I can have more varieties. But Whole Food doesn't really have lots of variety because they're so limited. So if I wanted to, try something else, I can find at Whole Foods.
Oh, do you agree with him that the variety is less? Less
Yeah, I
variety.
mean, in terms of brands, they have their own brands there, and you can find more choice in the shop.
I
Yeah.
also agree with that.
Sometimes I feel like this is an advantage. Then it's I usually tend to, or like too many options for me tend to be like, okay, so which one do I choose? But if there's like, oh, here's Whole Foods one,
They already chose.
I'll just grab it and leave because I wanted pasta anyway. So I'm just gonna take the pasta.
And you already believe what.
Exactly. So I'm just like, okay, I went there based on the assumption that they have good stuff. Once I'm in, I'm gonna buy it. Just taking out the cost from the cost factor. I'm just gonna get it. Like I trust them. In a sense, it doesn't also waste my time because when I have too many options, I spend a lot of time trying to think what's the difference? If it's just one option, I'll just take it and leave.
Right, but what do you think is the disadvantage?
Disadvantage. I think it's because of it's elitist, so it's like a higher status kind of like shoppers. Not everybody. I feel like it's already not welcoming certain types of shoppers, not intentionally, but could be just unintentionally. But certain shoppers would want to buy something from Whole Foods, and you'll see Whole Foods, and then they just walk past it and buy it from their local store.
You mean not welcoming every kind of shoppers? Do you think is in terms of the ages or the economy?
No, economic status.
Status?
So if you're poor, but you can't afford buying something, it just feels like when you walk in, oh, this is for the fancy people, not for the poor people.
Do you have anything to comment on?
Oh, I want to add something that it's less choice, but I think it is because they want to develop their own style and their own brand. So, and I don't think this is a disadvantage. And because I go there because of this brand of Whole Foods, so I can get other brands at other stores. That's fine with me. And for the disadvantage, I think it's that it's related to the economic stuff
Status.
as well, but it's kind of like if I don't have much money and I cannot pursue a better living style, lifestyle, like eating organic and
Yeah, but as a foreigner here, do you think it's cultural friendly? I mean, you can always buy what you want, your own hometown's cultures stuff, right?
Oh, you mean the ingredients, hometown ingredients and stuff like that? Do I find it in Whole Foods? To be honest, I haven't tried. But for me, I know that if I need to buy local home, Egyptian stuff, I would go to Astoria with the local Egyptian stores. I don't think of Whole Foods as soon as I think of I need to buy this Egyptian thing.
Oh, I see.
I agree. I don't find any Japanese stuff in
Yeah,
Whole Foods.
because you
Yeah.
eat like
It's hard, yes.
hamburgers and
Yeah.
pizzas. And you as well, right? You go
Yeah,
to.
for me it's the same.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. So, so do you have any comments on every different parts of whole food? For example, the produced products. Produced products means those like fruits or vegetables, and or the dairy or bulk items. Yeah. Do you have any comments on different kinds of products?
I think they're best known for their produced items or products. So it's like no question of how good their vegetables and fruits and meat and things that are like produced like that will be.
No questions.
Yeah, I feel like this is like I'm confident in these products. Also dairy products and stuff like that. Anything that's like could be corrupted if handled like incorrectly or like not fresh or any of that. I feel like I take it for granted from Whole Foods.
Mm. And you also feel that way?
Yeah, most of the time, and for me, there's one time I'm trying to buy a soy milk there.
Soy milk.
Soy milk.
Soy milk.
And I buy it home. I bought it, and when I taste it, it tastes like it is not pure, and it adds a lot. It's kind of
Artificial
artificial flavor in that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it claims that it is like no sugar added and like it is pure soy milk, but
Yeah.
I don't
Feel that
feel
way.
that way. So that's the only like bad experience there.
Mm.
And for this, I think they might have like how to say in this case they might like how to say that
Or you can
filter this brain
Well,
or
Filter.
I mean
or you can speak Mandarin.
okay 就是过滤一下这些牌子，如果他们要放在那边的话，就是因为喝起来觉得不是纯的豆子
So there are not
，like
a brand that should be existed.
I mean for me like I go there because of the organic product, but that experience told me that it is not
really organic.
really organic.
Mm.
Do you have
So they like sometimes was it Whole Foods brand or was it another brand?
No, another brand.
Oh, so maybe they don't like check whether the brands that they bring into the store are truly organic or not.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it is the only the particular
Brand
brand
or in general.
Yeah, in general.
Do you have any bad experience in Whole Foods?
Yeah, I go to Whole Foods to buy pastry or bakery a lot, and then, I can tell these products from Whole Foods get bad quickly. I mean, if I leave it in a refrigerator for a week, you get mold. But if I get something from the Target as a supermarket, my muffin stays more than a week in the refrigerator because they don't use artificial additives or everything is just organic. So that I can tell. But something if you don't eat it soon
Right
enough,
away,
you get
So would you choose to for your pastries to last longer
yes or something.
and have
Yeah.
some artificial things or go for all organic but then it will go bad in like a
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, so it's like positive and negative.
Yeah.
And you have-
I don't have particular incidences where I felt like Whole Foods was like bad or any bad comments on this. If anything, it was good. Like I mean, like I honestly, the best fruits I have here are the ones that I buy from Whole Foods. So that's. I'm not very particular with my food, so I might not notice like little things, like you say, like you drink the soy milk and you notice it. I might have not noticed this, but general comments. I feel like to solve the issue, or my disadvantage that I mentioned about Whole Foods is that if they seem to be advertising or targeting people who fit my persona more, if they try to come closer to me, if they try to like rebrand in a way that they can tell me that hey, like you belong to Whole Foods too, I would be more likely to go than if it's like I'll have to go to Columbus Circle. If you want to be fancy to go to Whole Foods and be fancy and bring back these fancy organic foods,
Sometimes, some people feel that way. Like they feel so good to have that bag.
Yeah.
Carry on the Whole Food bag.
Yeah, Whole Foods.
So let's go to the main topic this time. So I remember you said that the line's not so long, so it's very the experience to waiting in line is good.
Oh, I think you said that.
Yeah,
You said that. Do you feel that way as well?
No, I waited for a long time.
That's my
That's mine too.
That's
Every time I go, I look at the line. I'm like, oh, so I'll just check it out and leave, like, because lines are so long.
But I don't think it's longer than at other supermarket back because I think like every supermarket here you have to wait for a long time.
Yeah, I think Whole Foods also is like, if we're talking about I went to Whole Foods at Union Square and it's so busy.
Oh really?
Yeah. Union Square's Whole Food is it's a lot of people. It's very crowded.
Yeah.
I see. But when you are waiting in line, do you notice there are a lot of different items like around you that you can grab? Do you usually grab those things?
I think it's a genius idea. Whoever put these like racks next to you on the line is a genius. Because I tend to like, oh, just check it out, and they're like, oh, I'll have to buy this too. And then I'll say something else. It usually works, and I laugh when it works because I know that they put it there for me to buy, and I just did. It's a genius idea.
And you are happy to be there.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't annoy me. I think it's a great it's placed strategically there for you to grab it, and people grab it, and it works perfectly.
What do you guys think?
I didn't buy it, but I'll check it like magazines or like some snacks, and it's a great strategy to like help you like not feel too bored in the line.
Yeah, and you also feel that way, right?
Yeah, but in my case, my line usually moves quickly, so I don't really have time. So I just
shop with
go straight to
I think some if they stop, some supermarket or some stores, put items that, like these little candies or stuff like that. I usually tend to not. Right, this is about on a different scale, for example, or like different example, like Marshalls. Marshalls have their waiting line for like actual products, so like wallets, watches, smaller devices that you might not want to try on, but like you can look, if you like it, you just grab it. If they put the right items in these lines, that you don't have to like think too much about it. It's either you like it or you don't like it. If you have that in your mind, like it or don't like it, you're more likely to grab it if you like it.
So do you think it's better to choose to put the right things over there, or you put different things like every week? Like this week I'm gonna put these, and then next week you'll be surprised to see another things.
Sometimes they, put items, that's only, you can find at store. For instance, at Marshalls, I sometimes buy coffee, and the coffee you cannot find anywhere in the store, but only in this aisle. So if they remove and then just put coffee somewhere else, and then I can find it. So if they have items in multiple locations, that's okay to move around a little bit. But if they don't have the same items, I don't want to just look for my things what I'm looking for. So I prefer they don't move things around.
Consistency, yeah. For consistency.
And do you have something to add?
I think like for the, because everything they put is there's a reason, like for in the waiting line,
Yeah.
there's more like snacks and like small things that you can just look at and it's cool, I can just try it and grab it.
Yeah.
And so I think for me, there's no need to change the products every week.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, what's your buying habit? Do you like make a list what I'm gonna buy this time, or do you like just go there to see what you are gonna buy?
I usually have a mental list of a handful of things I must come back with, and then the rest I just like start grabbing as I see.
So you make a list, right?
Mental list.
Mental-
I
a
wouldn't
mental
call it,
list.
yeah, I wouldn't call it like a formal list.
Mhm.
I just like, I ran out of milk, pasta, sauce, and meat.
Mm.
And then I go there and come back with like twice as many things.
Yeah.
But at least I have to buy these.
Yeah, sometimes I use mental list as well, but I forgot something, and then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, how about you?
Yeah, for me, I also have a mental list. But if I go there, there's something like in a discount and
Yeah.
or like there's a deal, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Yes, so sometimes I'll buy more than my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was an opportunity, it'd be a good deal. Yeah.
I make an actual list. Usually, if I have to buy more than 5 items, I make a list and then bring the piece of paper with me and then buy stuff. But if I have only one item to buy,
Oh,
I
then
can
it's
easily
very-
remember, so I don't make a list.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally speaking, I make a list.
But also, if you make a list, then it's also flexible. If you see, you don't think, oh, my budget is like $50, so I should not like exceed this amount.
Usually I don't think about my budget. The most important thing is get what I want, what I need. So yeah, I don't usually make list according to my economic factor.
Now that you have car, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. There's some insect. And if they're like, what way can they make? Do you think that will make you buy more each time, each visit? It doesn't matter like how frequently you visit Whole Food, but when you visit it, what do you think will make you buy more?
I think it will be discounts.
Discounts.
If there's an offer that I don't need to search for, like I don't need to dig in magazines or dig in look for a promotion code. If I can just walk in somehow, I can know right away that there's an offer on this item that I was looking for. I'm just gonna go and maybe buy I was planning to buy one, I'll buy one.
But in addition to discount, are there any other ways? So for example, like sampling? Or
Oh yeah, sampling is always a good way to get me to buy new things.
Mhm.
I usually tend to not buy things that I don't have any idea how they're gonna taste like or look like.
Yeah.
So if I can see it, taste it, I'm like, oh, it's good, it's bad, I can leave it and continue. I'll be more willing to try new things.
Yeah. But my experience, I haven't seen there's any sampling in Whole Foods, but in other supermarket, usually maybe sometimes you see some people standing there to ask you to
Yeah.
try something.
Costco is very famous for that,
Yeah.
and I know people that work so well. You just sample and like, oh, you like it, you don't like it. Even sometimes you don't like it that much, but you buy it just because you sample and I'm like, oh, actually let me try it and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And actually, like, I think their sampling always start from peak time, like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Because last time I went there at like 5 o'clock.
You
and
mean in the
they
morning?
had- No, evening, and they have sampling. Even in sushi, that's me. They have
That's good.
sampling in sushi, and
Yeah.
it works.
It works, makes you buy more.
No, not for me.
It works for other people.
Yeah, well, yeah, because like I think the experience I have for the sampling is that they sampling on the higher price product, but for me it's still expensive, so I didn't it doesn't work for me.
Oh. So what do you think if they what should they do? Like they sample every different rank of the product, or focus on, you say that
Yeah.
focusing on the most expensive product doesn't work for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it works like sampling for like milk and like fruit.
You know, supermarket they usually in every item they only have one kind of sampling, right? They don't like let you try different, like compare different kinds of the product in the same item.
Yeah.
But in terms of customer, do you wanna try different kinds of products?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. But as you said, sometimes they use that to only sample the most expensive ones, so that if it's already out of my completely out of my budget, and I know that for sure, then I will sample it,
Yeah.
knowing before I sample it that even like whether regardless I like it or not, I'm not gonna buy it. You know, but if it was an option, if it was within my theoretical budget or like imaginary budget, if it was within my budget and they also offer a sample, then I'm a lot more likely to buy it.
Yeah. But you know, for me, it's like even though it's too expensive, that before I taste it, I know I'm not gonna buy it this time. But I think it's really good, then it's kind of like you will remember it, and then next time
So you'll be like, one day I will buy this.
Yeah, do you think so?
I think so. Yeah, I do agree with you. It happens with me, not only with food, but with shopping for clothes too. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I really like that, but I can't afford it now. But I'll come back for you one day.
So, do you you know there are some prepared food, and there are some of the whole food have some place that you can see and eat, right? Do you like spend time eating there?
Yeah, I did a couple of times. I liked it. You know, they have this display, and I can choose whatever I want, and they just cook behind the counter.
Yeah.
And the price was not too bad. Like the other day, I went to Whole Food, and then I got this grilled salmon, and then vegetables, and then quinoa, some kind of rice, and it was only about like $20. If you go to like fancy places, salmon costs like $30, $40, and then salmon
Yeah.
quality is good at Whole Foods. So I think it's a good idea. But again, if I go there, I don't really want to bring my food at home. It just takes time to travel. So I do that only in a special occasion, or when it's available for me.
So you guys mentioned about the waiting line experience, right? But do you think if they sell, like if they provide coffee like hot coffee there. Do you think it's a good idea?
Provide hot coffee during
Yeah.
the waiting line. Maybe like the sample hot coffee, yeah, but not like a cup.
So
'Cause if it's like a cup, I feel like I'm about to leave, about to carry all this. I don't want a cup of coffee to bother me while carrying it. Like it's too like something I'm gonna be like worried that I'm gonna spill it. If it's like something I can drink while I'm online, yeah, for sure. But I have to finish it by the time I need to carry this stuff.
But you guys mentioned about the items of the items that put around you
Yeah.
in the waiting line is important. What could those items be?
I mean, it's like little things that you can just grab it and you don't have to consider a lot of time.
I think like those cookies,
Yeah.
pastries,
Yeah.
snacks, maybe like Nutella jars, like stuff that that are like very attractive. Yeah, you'd be like, oh, I totally eat cookies now. Or like, oh, Nutella, I haven't had Nutella in so long, so you just grab it. Just like things that you don't need to think of, like, oh, how do I mix this with something else? Like something that's standalone. It's like, oh, you don't need to think about, oh, in order for me to buy this and make something out of it, I need also this and I need that. No, it has to be like a standalone thing.
And what do you think?
Yes, I agree. I mean, I don't really want to, just look for, what's there. But snacks, chocolates, I can sometimes see umbrella, socks, underwear, cap. Those things, you don't really have to think twice. Just grab it and then just bring it to the cashier.
Yeah.
So okay, so I noticed something that you mentioned about the environment issue that you mentioned about when you visit Whole Food are all like visual thing,
Yeah.
like the lighting and
People.
people and something like that. How about other kinds of like the sound or music or the smell? Do you remember any
Yeah,
kind?
I mean it's clean and there's no like, for me, because I go to like Chinese market as well, so the smell is totally different. Like in Chinese market, like there's always like different kind of smell mixing together and you're feeling like
You're nauseous already.
yeah, it's like totally lose your appetite and
Yeah.
inside. But in Whole Food, they have seafood, they have meat, they have a lot of thing inside there, but their smell is not different.
Yeah, consistent.
Yeah.
How about, do you notice the background music?
I don't really pay attention. But
But
I think important thing is like cashiers are pretty nice. If I go to 7-Eleven, this cashier is just chewing gums and talking to his colleagues and then don't pay attention to me. The Whole Foods usually, they smile at me, and then thank you.
The cashier is different.
Yeah, cashier is different, I think, yeah.
I think I have something like I didn't think about this before you mentioned it, but the thing that contributes the most to us remembering Whole Foods or whatever experience is how we feel like, right? So like you felt like it's warm because of the light, and you felt like it's nice because it's clean, and you felt like it's the people are nice because just like the people are all like from a certain status. To answer your music question, no, I don't notice the Whole Foods music in the background, but I do notice it in other places. So for example, it's because of the experience, like the music at Whole Foods is like maybe ambient music, like like I don't notice it too much, and maybe that's good. But in other local stores here, I go shopping, and it's always like good Spanish music, dance music. Everybody like I would be walking down, I was like tapping, like see people dancing. It's just a completely different experience than that I have in Whole Foods. And it feels like, you know, it's like people own the place. Like they don't feel shy like tapping or dancing. Or, like the music is their own. Like you feel like it's personalized to those who are shopping in there. And I feel like I don't remember the music at Whole Foods because they didn't tailor anything of their music towards me. They're just like I never connected with their music.
But do you, if they're gonna play music that make you notice, what kinds of the music do you think they should play?
I mean, it depends on where the store is and who they're making.
Region?
Yeah.
For example, if it's in Harlem, then it's more like Mexican.
Exactly. The more Spanish, more like
style.
Dominican. Yeah.
But if it's Chinatown, then it's more like
Chinatown, I would expect it to be more like tailored towards their major or like their largest customer segment, which would be Chinese Asian people in general. So even I might not be Asian, but I will remember that this was Asian there.
Asian Whole Food.
Asian Whole Food. It was Asian. It's nice. It's a little signature, like signature thing that they leave at every store to make it personal.
How about, what do you think? Do you agree with that? If the same question. What do you think the music they should play?
I don't know, because I don't remember any music in Whole Food as well. And maybe it's the reason like they created a like environment that you feel safe there, so it's the fact that they didn't have the music, or they haven't.
I remember they have it, but it's very what do you
I think, I don't know, they can test, I mean, like some people say if music is exciting, they get excited and they buy more. If the music is quiet, they get bored, so they don't buy anything. So I don't know, maybe Whole Foods could test which music works better and then, kind of see how consumers behave, I think.
Okay, so for the second last question is that, wait, I gotta wait. Oh, so let's do the last question first.
Okay.
So it's a like kind of like crazy question. If Whole Food is a planet, what do you think it will look like?
Oh, it would be such a green, quiet planet, and people are like peaceful, not a lot of like crazy, exciting things happening. Like it'll be mostly all like advocates of like sustainable things and like mainly vegan or vegetarian population. They probably have a better ozone layer than what we do.
So it sounds like heaven.
It sounds like it's such a green place, I guess. Not heaven for me. Like for those who like that thing, I'll get bored of that. Like I like to break out of that at a certain point. That's why I guess I'm not vegan. That's why I guess I'm not like.
So for you, the heaven maybe looks more like exciting.
Yeah, heaven has to be a little poppin' than that.
How about you?
It's pretty much the same. It's peaceful environment. What else? And maybe people don't fight. No fighting. Like ecology, a lot of like people like recycle stuff. Don't waste. What else?
No poverty.
Yeah,
No poverty.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because poor people don't.
Because poor people won't afford to live on that planet.
Yeah. How about you?
For me, it's more like countryside living style.
Countryside.
Yeah, like a lot of farmers and like they live in a healthy way, and like everyone is willing to help each other. Yeah, it's more like and like making all the foods by themselves.
So I see the connection that in your talents, you all mentioned about humans, and they're very friendly, nice, and smiling all the time, and something like that. And also you mentioned about the clients. The cashiers are very important, right?
Yeah.
But do you think it's a good idea to have more like cashiers standing at every items zone, just
You mean-
standing at every
You mean the staff standing
Yeah.
there to help you if you find something?
Oh, so not like paying. So the paying will still happen at the cashier, but
right
having customer service.
yeah, service
Oh.
staff. So yeah, not a cashier, staff.
For me, they also have enough staff because every time I'm trying to find something, there's always someone there to help me. So for me, it's enough.
And do you think they are more friendly than other staffs in other brands?
Yes,
No, absolutely.
because like, for example, like I asked something from the supermarket near here, they always like point it like in this aisle, and you find yourself. But in Whole Food, they'll
Come with
come with me, and like even they're telling me, oh, this is more cheaper, and you can buy this, and
Yeah.
this. They'll compare the price for me, and they have their own choices and the advice for me.
So the fact that they if there's a kind of sampling, right? Usually they ask the brand to send their employees there to make sampling for you. So the brand they are gonna suggest will be their own brands.
Of course.
But if they are standing, so if they are the staffs, though, they are gonna like better for you because they compare, like they stand in your shoe, and then do you think so? Maybe compare the prices, compare the quality for you.
I mean, it depends on the person, but if it is the company's strategy, it is good. For like there's someone there and standing in your shoes to help you to choose what you want.
Yeah, I think having a representative of a certain brand sample there, they will definitely tell me that their brand is better than the other brands, because they have a certain quota they need to meet. And the more they sell, the better they will look to their manager. They're like, hey, today I sold this. So they definitely want me to buy their product. For the staffer at Whole Foods, the customer service, they get paid regardless. Like me picking this or that won't benefit them in any way, so they will give me their genuine opinion, I feel like.
Yeah, I think they have enough staff to take care of customers on the aisles, I guess. But like I don't really need any questions to ask usually personally, so I don't really ask anything about it. But I think there are enough staff to take care of customers, I think.
So finally, there's a bonus question. So what do you think will help Whole Food to what they can do to make themselves better?
Definitely have more stores spread across the city. That way, they will for sure. It has a direct correlation to their sales.
Because you mentioned that you buy there, you go there occasionally because it's too far away from you. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, also the location, because they're target on the higher classes. the status, and so right now their location is more like midtown and like downtown. And so if they want to like spread more location, it is good. And also, I think for me, if they, cause they claims that everything their store sells is like organic, so maybe if they create a relationship between like farmers and like, I think they might help the local farmer, like, how to say, if they say that
To get the supplies from like locals instead of like depending on other big.
yeah, that's the one thing, and another is that I'm sorry, I'm still thinking how to express this in English. Like, cause they sell it in a higher price. So, but I don't know that how much did they pay to the farmer. So maybe they